Hi, so today I'm going to edit these beautiful photos from mother and daughter session. It was a beautiful session with a beautiful mom and a beautiful daughter. I wanted to capture closeness and love, and out of I think 53 photos, the mother selected these 5. So I'm going to go and edit them for her, and I will show you how I do it. So I'm going to start with this one. I'm gonna only edit 4 because this one is already edited. So just to show you, this is before. It was actually shot like this. I shot it very underexposed because I was still figuring out where to place my light, but I really like the expression and the way they, hold each other. I think it's very, very nice. So I did my basic adjustments to this level, and then I edited that in Photoshop to get this. So I'm not going to show you how I did that because it's already done and I don't really remember. But all of those 4 photos here, we're gonna go and do together. So I'm going to mute my microphone now, play some music for you guys, and I'm going to be editing now. So I will first start with removing any imperfections from the skin. So here I see that the girl has a little bit of red spots that I'm going to remove, and a bit of hair goes inside her mouth that also needs to be removed. So I'm using a sampling tool, I think that's how it's called, a healing brush, sorry, to sample and heal. And here I'm also going to go and remove this hair. I don't want to create any weird patterns, so I'm gonna zoom in more. And yes, I know it's a bit grainy. I shoot with Canon R6. It is not as good as R5. It doesn't get as many pixels, but I can get it out with a software and a wow. So I cleared her face, so here's before and after. Mommy's face looks good, so we don't have to do anything. Okay, so now I'm going to run an action that I have for frequency separation. Frequency separation, just faster if I do it this way, although it doesn't take that long to do anyways. Of course I need a smaller brush, and then I'm gonna zoom in, and I am painting on 100%, so it may look quite fake, but then I am going to tone it down a bit. So now that I am done, I am going to go and decrease the opacity of the layer so it's not as strong, because I don't want it to be too fake and too obvious. I just want it to look nice, smooth, and almost painterly. So there. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to although go and do the fingers a bit more. Okay. I'm going to now merge this down and copy this layer. So now what I'm going to do is do some dodging and burning. I mean, I'm gonna do only the highlights though. So what I do is I lift my highlights to the point where I am happy with, and I think it's here, and then I invert the mask. Actually, no, hold on, that's not what I do. This is my old method. So what I do is I go to select color range, and I go to highlights, and then by looking at the image I choose the one that shows the most of what I want to achieve, and I think that will be here. I just want a little bit of highlights in some areas. Okay, and I will have to go and do it myself as well. So I'm going to add a bit more here on her hand, cleavage a bit here, and always on the highlights on the hair to add this painterly look. Now I'm going to go and define her nose. Oops, that was too much. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a bit less and kind of blend it in. And I can also use the setting to define the eyes a bit more. Okay, so I am happy with that, and maybe I can add a little bit more on the other shoulder here, and a little bit more on the dress, just to add a little bit of dimension. And I am very happy with how it looks. So I think I went a little overboard on mommy's hair, so I'm going to invert the mask and just kind of try to mute it on the edges. Nice. Okay, so now that I have that done, I'm going to add a bit of texture to the background. And so I'm going to merge these two, and now I'm going to go to my file and go to texture, and I think I would be happy with this one. Let's see. Okay, let's see, because I never know until I see it on the actual photo. So I'm going to go to either overlay or soft light, but I think I like it more on soft light. Now I'm going to blur it. Maybe it's, yeah, maybe a little bit in between here. However, you can see that it also got on my subject, which I don't want, so I'm going to go on and use the Photoshop tool and select subject, and then when I go to here I can just delete it. Okay, and I feel that it's too strong, which I do, I can mute it slightly. Okay, so I'm happy with how this portrait turned out. I'm going to Control or Command S to save it, and I'm going to continue in Lightroom with more adjustments. Or actually, hold on, I have another action that I would like to see how it looks. I don't remember who I bought it from. Okay, Holy Land Imagery, Painterly Perfection. I kind of like this action, so I'm going to run it. And I like it on default for now. Okay, so I think it's a little bit strong on oh yeah, I never like that saturation is way too down for my liking, so I'm gonna bring back to the saturation, and then there might be a bit too much matte, so I am going to just actually here slightly decrease it. Okay, so this is after the action, and I actually love it. It brought a little bit of balance to the photo, so I'm going to yeah, save it and continue in Lightroom. If I need anything to continue with, because sometimes this is just perfect as is. So let's just compare. Oh yeah, that's really beautiful. So I will now probably add slightly bit of contrast, very little bit, and maybe I can add a little bit more blues in the shadows and a bit of yellows in the highlights. Actually, no, never mind, forget what I said. It's actually perfect the way it is. So I'm done with that picture, and I'm going to edit the next ones. Actually, I was talking about the software so much that can remove the noise, so let me show you on this image, as it's quite noisy when you zoom in. So I am using Topaz Denoise AI, and it works pretty well, guys, like I'm telling you. So because I installed it already and I paid for it, I have it as an add-on in my Lightroom. So if I go in Lightroom options, edit in Denoise, it's going to just take me there. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so you can see. So listen, guys, so this is the before and this is the after. Like, you can't even see the bloody noise, and it's not blurring anything. It's all I'm sorry, it's all sharp, and I'm very in love with this. And I can even like enhance more sharpness if I want it a bit sharper. Look at this. I think it works phenomenal. Look, voila, beautiful. And also, again, if I feel like I am losing too much detail, I can also I think it's not severe noise though, I think it was low light, so I'm going to do low light removal. And look at the background, look at the background now and here, and look at that, beautiful. Like, it's barely any detail loss, and it's just absolutely amazing. So before I deliver the pictures to the client, this is what she's gonna see: the denoised and fully edited photos. So I don't know what happened, but my video stopped recording. I was doing stuff on my screen and talking to myself, but it's okay. I hope, guys, that you enjoyed the video that I recorded for you. I hope that you learned some things from it, and if you did like it, please subscribe to my channel and give me a like on this video so I can make more and more for you just like this one. Thank you.